Good morning. It's Tuesday, January the 14th, and this is The Drill. Thank you. I'm Ron, your host and the only true conservative in the United States today. I'm a U.S. Air Force veteran, a Christian, and a registered independent. My podcast is made available through Spreaker and can be heard on iTunes, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. So you think you're a conservative? Do you think of conservatism as a movement? Do you believe in exceptions, middle ground, compromise? Then you're not a conservative. Today, process philosophy emphasizes change and becoming over constancy. Politicians today are in the habit of underpromising and over-delivering, much to our chagrin. And Nancy Pelosi continues to set the agenda. Conservatives are talking about exactly and only what she wants them to talk about: impeachment. The right ends up carrying the water for the left. All that when I come back. Thank you and welcome back. I've recently discovered a new evil philosophical so-called theory. Actually, it isn't even a theory, it's an intellectual excrement, mental masturbation. This psychological crap is called process philosophy. It should be called process psychology. It should be so identified because it is manipulative. Process psychology denies not only reality, but existence as well. It claims that the only thing that truly exists is change. Process, becoming instead of being. This turd is simply a vehicle for brainwashing victims into accepting socialism for what it is, For what is socialism if not a series of changes? How do you identify process psychology in everyday conversation? Through a psychological mechanism that I will cover when I come back. Thank you. We've all heard the expression underpromise and overdeliver. Have you ever thought about what that means? Have you ever thought about what that means if you take it to its logical extreme? It means promise nothing and take credit for everything. Politicians use this idea to great effect. They use it to get elected and stay in office. They use vague slogans to give the illusion of authority and responsibility. For instance, the mayor of Los Angeles has a program that has been dubbed Vision Zero. It has to do with pedestrian deaths. Notice that it is a vision, not a goal. If it is not a goal, there are no measurables. If there are no measurables, then there is no failure and therefore no accountability. The mayor gives the illusion that he is tackling a problem when in reality he is ignoring it. Don't be fooled. Up next, Nancy Pelosi runs the country. Thank you. Nancy Pelosi runs the country. Again. Conservative talk show hosts consistently give power away. Nancy Pelosi refuses to send the articles of impeachment to the Senate, and conservatives around the country can't stop talking about it. Well, my question is, why can't we talk about, for instance, the number of judges being confirmed? Why can't we talk about the number of new miles of border fencing that has gone up? Why can't we talk about the court case that allowed President Trump to use billions of dollars of government money as additional funding for the border wall? Get the point? Quit giving power away. Back in a minute. In conclusion, Calling a pig an eagle isn't going to make it fly. Don't be fooled by process psychology and why we should concede control to the left. Who is a true conservative? He's the person that understands that conservatism is not just about politics, but culture as well. He is not selfish, but minds his own business. He acts like an adult. He is patriotic and uses common sense. He expresses what he knows and does so with certainty. He makes judgments, refuses to speculate, speaks clearly and definitively, and is not afraid to say no. He is open-minded, asking why rather than why not. He is consistent, credible, and influential. Not ashamed of his existence, unafraid to learn or correct his mistakes. He is a normal American, and he is better than the socialist. He is a better friend, father, brother, family member, and a better person, period. You have to know that. If you don't know with every fiber of your being that being a true conservative is best, then you're wasting your time. That brings me to the end of another episode of The Drill. Remember that the left has no authority, no power, and they can't win. Think about it.